Hi everyone, welcome back. Hope you guys had an amazing weekend. You guys voted and you choose to see the match that I first actually met Composer without the recorder crashing. So that's what I'm recording today. I that day didn't really go as planned, so this video might be kind of late for you guys. But yeah, I just really wanted to get it out today because I promised to you. So here we are. As you can see, I'm using Iris because, well, the vote was very freaking close, the B-skin vote, and like currently I believe there is 1% between Auctioneer and Iris, and it seems like Auctioneer took over for good, and that one will be the winner skin. So I'm using Iris for this, for an honorable mention, because he got the second place, as it looks like. So, in the meantime, I did a bit of reading about Composer, so I have some valuable information for you guys on him. And well, as most of you I'm sure know, he's a decoder character who doesn't really have any debuffs like vaulting and such. So he's not easy to catch, or not, his kiting is not really difficult, as maybe other decoders have, like Mechanic with the vaulting debuffs and such. And he's a pretty good decoder. I checked the descriptions and I found that if he gets all his notes right, his maximum decoding speed is 120, which doesn't put him quite as high as Mind's Eye, but he is a faster decoder and Prisoner with a connection. Of course, this is all without the accelerated decoding. So right now you can see how the Composer basically doesn't really have any debuffs. Here, even pallet dropping or nothing really. He's like a very fast survivor, and especially as a decoder, like his skill give him a speed boost when he's in. I believe he has 3 different states, and these affect how fast he decodes or how fast he can, I don't know, drop pallets, do the speed stuff that's speed related in the game. So yeah, he's a tough little decoder, I think. Finally, like, look at him, he's just dropping all the pallets. That's the best skill. No, like, Mind's Eye and Mechanic both have that pallet dropping speed reduction, so they drop pallets slower. And this character does not have that problem. So if you guys are looking for a decoder that you can kite with, well, more freely than maybe another character or other decoder, then he's a very recommended survivor to try. As I mentioned before, his maximum decoding speed is 120, as the normal survivors is a regular one is 100 at typical. Of course, there are survivors, like especially rescuers, who has a reduction, but yeah, so he's a very nice decoder, and of course you have to get used to him, I believe, because he works quite a bit differently from other survivors with his decoding, as you have to like hit notes instead of the calibrations. But yeah, I think he's going to be a tough one. Maybe, I'm not sure about the banning yet, as Prisoners still, I think, more worth to ban, because he can decode ciphers from afar. And as opposed to that, Composer can't really give that much help to the team. Maybe like it's more of a, so like he can't really assist that much, I believe, as Prisoner, because Prisoner, as I mentioned in a lot of videos, he can be like a real game changer in a lot of cases. But we'll have to see what the Composer's players will come up with, what tactics they'll try. But a few of you in the comments said that it's practically impossible to catch him because of his speed buff. So our only chance is to down him with photo word or maybe blink, I'm not sure, but allegedly it's very hard to catch him. As you could see in this match, I also tried to catch him for a while, but as he was mostly dropping pallets, I decided not to waste more time because it would have cost me my win, and I really just didn't want to make a video about only like me chasing a composer, and that's the whole video. So yeah, I did try to include him a little, but overall I didn't really tunnel him or anything. And of course there was a doctor in this match as well, which is always a pleasure. And thankfully I managed to get her down. And as you can see, the composer, well, maybe he could have come help with the save, but you know, basement saves are never really easy. But yeah, he was, I guess, decoding. Sadly, I can't really check what he's doing because I recorded it in first-hand mode. But yeah, I did win the match. Unfortunately, the composer was, you know, full health, away in his little word somewhere. But at least we did get a little footage of him and Jojo in the kiting area, or like the kiting fraction of the game, so you guys have an idea if you haven't really went against him already. The only tips I can so far give you, that it's more beneficial, like he's one of those survivors who are more beneficial to down with photo word or injure at least with photo word than to just, you know, go after and chase them. So I wouldn't say that he's a good first target. It of course depends on the player's skill levels and such. He will surely, I think, he will be harder to counter as his mains get better and better at using him, or maybe he will be adjusted soon. That sometimes happen with newer characters when they add them in the first few weeks. So we can look forward to that, check maybe Netis will change something on his character, maybe buff, maybe nerf, I don't really know yet. As I said, now the only people who can play him who managed to get the S skin, so we don't really have that much intel yet. But yeah, he managed to get away. Still, I hope you guys enjoyed this little weekend Iris gameplay. Until next time, bye bye!